Six decades after its market debut, VW's van is still hugely popular. By the late 1960s, it had acquired cult status, symbolizing freedom and adventure. By 1967, 1.8 million first-generation VW buses had been produced in Germany. Our tester says that many VW buses have fared a similar fate to this one, or are in even worse shape, covered by rust. Incidentally, the first VW buses were built in Wolfsburg, before production was moved to Hanover in 1956. Today, our car tester Mathis Kurrat will have a look at how VW vans are manufactured. This Hanover factory has been turning out VW vans for 60 years. Now it's producing the sixth generation of the van. In Hanover, like everywhere else, the production process starts with sheet metal, 0.7 or 0.9 or 1 millimeter thick. These sheets are then placed in a press and shaped into a variety of forms. This here, for example, is the hood of a VW T6. The press can make the upper, lower, and internal parts. It's a dual-purpose machine. Nothing new, really. This kind of machine has been around since the early days of car making. But this PXL press is much more efficient and quieter than the old ones. At 95 meters length and 23 meters width, this PXL 200 press line is one of Europe's largest. It exerts a pressure of 9,100 tons, making it stronger yet and more energy efficient than previous models. Up to 60 different car parts can be molded with this machine. VW has also upgraded its assembly line. Mathis says that the factory he's standing in is quite old, but that the assembly lines to the left and behind him were only installed 2 years ago, while production was ongoing. Quite a feat. The workers also benefit from this progress. Harald Baumann of VW Commercial Vehicles says many improvements have been made. There is now an electric monorail system that can be adjusted in height depending on the model in production. There are also conveyor belts that carry workers along so they don't have to walk. Mathis says there's an abundance of machines and robots involved in manufacturing VW's commercial vehicles, just as with every other car. But humans can never be replaced entirely. They're essential when it comes to assembly. VW Commercial Vehicles Works Council Chairman Thomas Zwiebler isn't worried that this increasing automation will mean layoffs for the 14,000 employees at the Hanover production site. Thomas Zwiebler says that as industrial production processes become more complex, human labor is required more and more often. The VW bus remains a cult car. Now the van is in its sixth generation and in high demand. After production is done, there is a check to see if everything works. It takes about 4 days to build a van. Every 2.5 minutes, a new vehicle rolls off the assembly line. To date, some 12 million VW vans have been made, a success story that the sixth generation VW bus is set to continue.